Welcome to Reginald Talks to Things. I'm your host, Reginald. Today on the podcast, we're talking to the moon. The moon is the biggest thing we can see in the night sky. But is it really made of cheese? Is there really a man in the moon? And what happens when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie? Well, we'll explore those questions and more on this week's episode of Reginald Talks to Things. Moon, welcome to the show.
Well, very happy to be here, Reggie.
So, Moon, I think everybody knows that the moon isn't made of cheese.
Oh, okay, that's good, y'all.
But, just exactly how much cheese is up there? Like, is it a 7-layer dip with cheese on the top? Or a cheesy casserole? Because we all know the moon isn't just a big wheel of brie in the sky.
Oh, no, y'all, there's actually no cheese up here at all. Just a couple of years ago, though, people confirmed that there is frozen water.
So there's ice on the moon, but there's no cheese.
That's right. Hey, Reggie, do you know what they say about restaurants on the moon?
Oh, that they need some delicious melted cheese?
They say the food is all right, but there's no atmosphere.
Oh, is that a space joke?
Yeah, because atmosphere in a restaurant is like the tone or the mood or the ambiance of a place.
Yeah, but atmosphere is also the word for the bubble of gas surrounding a planet. And the moon doesn't have any of those.
Right, so you get it. Seriously though, people visited the moon a few times, but no one has been here for about 45 years.
Really? Why did people stop coming to visit the moon?
Well, I think it's because every time people try to book a room on the moon, it's full.
Oh, it's another moon joke. I had this guy on the podcast the other week, and he had a lot of dad jokes too.
Oh, hey, speaking of jokes, do you know how the man in the moon cuts his hair?
No. How does the man in the moon cut his hair?
Eclipse it.
Oh, that's a good one. Anyways, we're really glad that you're up there to light our night times. I mean, I'm usually in bed. It's nice that we've got this really big night light so that it's not too dark at night.
You know, Reginald, even though I look as big as the sun, or maybe even bigger sometimes, I'm actually not. The sun is much bigger. And I don't really give off any light of my own. I just reflect some of the sun's light.
That's still really helpful. But hey, how come you stop doing that sometimes? Like, sometimes we have a big full moon that gives off a lot of light, and sometimes we have a half moon that's not quite as much, and sometimes we can't see you at all.
Well, that has to do with where I am in my monthly trip around the Earth. Sometimes the angles line up so that I can reflect a lot of the sun's light over to you all, and sometimes only a little bit, or sometimes none.
That reminds me of another question. People sometimes talk about the dark side of the moon. So I wanted to ask you about that. I know we all make mistakes sometimes, but you seem pretty nice to me. Does it bother you that people are always talking about your dark side?
Oh, what the people mean about that is that the same side of the moon is always facing the Earth. That's why you never see me spin, even though I've got some great dance moves.
Wait, so there's a side of the moon that we can never see from Earth, and it's a dancing side?
You ever hear of the moonwalk?
Can you do anything more recent? Like, can you floss or do the renegade?
Nah, I'm tidally locked. Or should I say tidally pop and locked?
Well, This conversation turned out to be quite confusing, but thanks for being here, Moon. I'll see you next month when all the dogs start howling.
Well, thanks for having me, Reggie. See y'all another time.
Thanks to our guest, the Moon. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that stuff. See you next time on Reginald Talks to Things.